안녕하십니까? 어떠십니까? Happy New Year. Let's begin this morning with a bow to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. 전지인 전부모님께 경배 바로. Please join me in a reading of the family pledge. 가정맹세 2. 천일국 주인, 우리 가정은 쌈사랑을 중심하고 하나님과 전부모님의 모시오 존주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 준신, 세계에서는 성인, 전주에서는 성자위, 가정애도리로 왕성하게서 맹세하나이다. Family pledge number 2. Our family, the owner of Chanhagut, pledges to represent and become central to heaven and earth by attending our Heavenly Parent and true parents. We pledge to perfect the dutiful family way of sons and daughters in our family, patriots in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and on earth by centering on true love. I'd like to ask, let me see, it's, okay. Trying to find somebody from Pennsylvania here. Let's see. How about Yoshiko Delores? Could you say a prayer for us, please, this morning? Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes. Heavenly Parent, true parent, thank you very much today. We have a new year, 2025. In Korea, as of yesterday, 14 hours ahead, True Mother already told us New Year's slogan, New Year's word for us. That is incredible. Year 2025, 정일국 in this earth. So we would like to be a more mission, more compression to the with unity with the true mother, true parent, and then go forward to the helping to the mission to unity with God, unity with all over the world peoples to establish a 정일국 in this earth. Those our eternal goal here. And then God can work, God can live in this earth at the 정일국 정원군 sanctuary, 정원군 entrance in this April 13th, 2025. Heavenly Parent, our goal is very clear. Our hope is very strong, very huge. So that's why we would like to be happy, and we would like to be more and more giving to our to Mother's world, to the many peoples. Heavenly Parent, thank you very much. That's why we are here as a missionary of the United States. We would like to give a hope to all peoples. Heavenly Parent, Thank you very much again. And then in this morning, we got a new God's word through the Pennsylvania's pastors. And then we would like to be unity and then happy again. Thank you. I offered this report. My name is Yoshiko Delaorie, who is a breast center family. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Delory. That was a beautiful prayer. So let's begin our stretching and exercising, starting from the top here, working our way down. Take our glasses off. Forehead. The two fingers in the eyes. Got a little eyeball massage. Nose massage. Deep breath. Go to those ears. The upper and lower lip. Cheek massage. Tapping above the eyes, below the eyes. Chin bone, jawbone. And the collarbone, and breastbone. And the last rib. That bit in. Take your hand and massage your belly button. There's a spot on this arm right before the elbow and the one behind the elbow. You can massage. You'll feel it when you hit it. It's like your funny bone. Okay, I do the shoulders. Try to take some deep breaths while we're doing this. And if you can, then one leg over the other and lean forward, stretch out that lower back. Massage your kneecap. Underneath your kneecap, there's another pressure point there. Rotate your ankles, bottom of your feet, nice massage. And switch legs. Lean forward. Under the kneecap. And rotate the ankles. And massage the bottom of the foot. You massage the top of the foot too. It's the top of the foot is the lungs, I think. And the heel, there's some real good places on the heel to massage. You feel it if there's something going on. Okay, and then hands together and shake them out. All right, I think we're ready for a little breakout. Share some gratitude, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Yasu, if you could help us with that. Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to call on Dr. Tyler Hendricks to share his reflection this morning.
Okay, thank you. And good. Happy New Year, everyone. Um, uh, and we all, even though God's Day, technically Heavenly Parents' Day, comes much later now, still we have this feeling. At least First Gen, I think, has a feeling for many decades that this is God's Day, and especially and True Mother really honors this day, even though it's not the new year of the heavenly calendar, but it is the new year of the blue snake, um, and that's our declaration. That's our annual cycle, and it brings back memories to me and of True Father, of the midnight prayers and midnight addresses from True Father over the decades. And whether in Belvedere or the New Yorker or in Uruguay, Punta del Este, really significant messages came on the midnight of what was God's Day from True Father. And the motto, and True Mother did make the motto for the new year, following that tradition. So it's very exciting to put everything together in one unified sphere of true love and life and lineage. Also, I'm very grateful. I'm leaving now to join our Connecticut brothers and sisters. We all gather at the Holy Ground in New Haven to greet the new year with prayer and then share together breakfast. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a great day and a great year. God bless you. Heavenly Parent bless you. True Mother bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Jenkins. Dr. Yes, Hendricks. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of us, when we reflect on past God's Day, but yesterday was pretty dynamic with that large gathering in Korea, and so I'm sure this is going to be one of the best years we've ever had. So with that, I'd like to invite Pastor Shoda to come and share his reading and reflection with us today.
Great. Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year and January 1st, 2025. Let us start with the reading of True Mother of our anthology, book number 2. At the beginning of the history, the lineage of Satan was planted in the maternal womb. With Tamar, the womb was restored to the side of God. The side of heaven took control over the right of the first son and the right of the second son, so that God's original lineage could be established. It was in this way that a tribal Judah came to form a foundation on which the Messiah could later be born. As a woman, Tamar placed herself in the position of having deceived father and son. She denied her father-in-law and his son in order to separate the position of Eve from Satan. As a result of Tamar successfully separating the womb from Satan, the necessary condition was established in her lineage, whereby God's children could be conceived and given birth without Satan's invasion. It was then up to the Israelites and Judaism to carry on this standard of victory in the womb until such time that the Messiah could be sent as the true parents. Because Satan has already been able to establish his nations in the world at that time, the sending of the Messiah had to wait until such time as the Israelites could establish a national base sufficient for indemnifying the other nations of the world. God waited nearly 2,000 years until there was a sufficient foundation and a woman who could stand in the position of Eve to carry out his providence. This finally took place to Mary, the mother of Jesus. When Adam and Eve fell, they were already engaged to Mary at the later date. In the same way, Mary and Joseph were betrothed to each other in accordance with God's providence. Similar to Rebecca and Tamar, Mary was a revolutionary woman called by God to take part in the process of recreating Adam. Mary risked her life to form an absolute unity with God and placed herself in the position of having a deceived father and son in order to fulfill the providential history of restoring through the indemnity. It was in this manner that Jesus was conceived. During the time Jesus was in Mary's womb, Satan could make no claim on his lineage. Jesus was born of a womb of a victorious woman as the first fruits of the first love, which could be claimed only by God. It was the first time in history that a child was born as God's only begotten Son. Even amongst the saints, exists no one else whose birth follows such a process of making a separation from Satan's lineage. We refer to Jesus as saint among saints. This was the reason for Christian culture's fear was able to spread throughout the world. Finally, in this century, God has worked to use victory of the Second World War and Christian culture's fear to accomplish unity of the world. The Second World War had a particular meaning in the context of God's providence. In this war, the effect of the fall transmitted by Eve to the brother Cain and Abel were magnified onto a global scale. Thus, this island nation of Great Britain stood in a position of Eve, the United States, and a nation historically given birth by the Britain, stood in a position of Abel. France stood in the position of Cain, holding the birthright of the firstborn. These three countries form an alliance led by the United States and cooperate together as allied powers. On Satan's side, evil country Japan, the Adam country Germany, and the archangelic country Italy formed Axis powers. God's hope was to establish a united world on the basis of the victory of allies who had been placed on the side of heaven. Great, thank you very much. Thank you. And True Mother really given yesterday, really about 5 to 9 minutes of a speech in the midnight, during a midnight hour in Korea. And of course, 2025, the year of a blue snake. And of course, she kind of roughly summarized what she was saying. It was that more like become a citizens of Cheonggyeok who will live while attending the Creator, Heavenly Parent. Substantially become the true children of the Cheonggyeok by fulfilling responsibility as a chosen people, united with true parents. United with true parents. Let me just continue the talking from the last time and going over the speech here. Again, it's a profound content that True Mother shared with us. As we are going through the last couple of days, as we're reading through it and reflecting over myself, this is just my personal reflection. Anyway, sharing with you, sort of like a mumbling, the voice within myself and contemplating over my thoughts and speculating, guessing. But also there was some kind of inspiration. But again, another inspiration that got me is, as I'm reading, is that perhaps True Mother studied divine principle and the reading over the Bible and pray over it a lot. She's not just reading it for sake of reading, but she's reading it and section by section and contemplating over, spending hours to really praying over some of the content. Let's see, looking at the speech here, obviously, True Mother was playing the role as a John the Baptist. When 1945, Christianity was prepared Christianity, could not really unite with the Father. Then I was always wondering who could be the John the Baptist, looking back, who are some of the John the Baptists? And maybe in America could be what? Jerry Falwell, could be some of the great evangelists like Billy Graham, Then suddenly out of nowhere, of course, True Mother was the John the Baptist, heading the Women Federation for the Peace. Wow. Well, it makes sense. She's a true mother. But I didn't really understand. Actually, there was an even deeper aspect. She was the representation of the Christianity, able side of the Christians from Korea. She was the fruits of the revival, prayer, conditions, everything. She was the fruits of Christianity. And of course, she was supposed to be the person, and a female, not a male. I was always looking for male John the Baptist, but female actually representing the Christianity was stood upon as a John the Baptist, testifying to the Lord's second coming. As you read through it, actually, obviously, she was trying to explain in two parts. Number one, about the sort of miracle birth of Christ. There was a question behind the birth of Christ. And let me just share with you. And of course, number two, it testifying to the Lord's second coming. Definitely, she was a John the Baptist. Now, let me read this let me just quote this from the reading. It says, as a result of Tamar's successfully separating a woman from Satan, the necessary condition was established in her lineage, whereby God's children could be conceived and given birth to without Satan's invasion. Now, she was kind of setting up to the older readers. She was setting up using Tamar as one of her providential women, and to really setting up for action to later on marry. Now, she mentioned this in her speech: carry on this standard of victory in the womb until such time that the Messiah could be sent as a true parent. Carry on this standard of victory. Carry on. It's not just happened at Tamar, and that's it at the Tamar, but actually it has been carry on, same pattern, like a Ruth, Boaz, okay, like Bathsheba and David. And of course, these are providential women. And here it is, the Mary. And so Mary was let's see if I quoted another part from True Mother's reading, was that Mary, she was saying, Mary was a revolutionized woman called by God to take part in the process of recreating Adam. Mary risked her life to form an absolute unity with God and placed herself in the position of having deceived father and son in order to fulfill the providential history of restoration through indemnity. So it's a process, recreating Adam. Now she's hinting all this wording here that actually Jesus, this miraculous birth, is actually, in fact, was not through the Holy Spirit, but actually Jesus had the Father. Jesus had the Father. It's kind of hinting everyone. And of course, if people heard her speech once only or read once, many people, of course, just obviously people could have not been understood, could have really understand this content, but she really hoping for people, the listeners, or the women, to read this content again, not just reading over it, but contemplate over, praying over, and truly deeply thinking over this content to really understand, to come up or figure it out that Jesus, in fact, had the Father. And by the way, of course, later on, now she was testifying, going through this incredible providential time during World War I, World War II, and here it is. Messiah came back again. Now she was again playing a role as an John the Baptist, testifying it. Now, let me read this because it's important that true mother, as I mentioned earlier, true mother must have read divine principle again, section by section, and read the Bible carefully to understand the providential role she was in. Of course, her role today is a begotten daughter, but 3 years ago, she was in the position, she was playing a role as a John the Baptist. So let me just share with you that when she is talking about John the Baptist here, I believe she must have read this point. She must have read this from the Jesus course, from the divine principle. The failure of the First World War course to restore Canaan. Take a look at this here. The Jewish people, she must have read this. The Jewish people stood upon the foundation of faith laid by John the Baptist and followed John as if they were following the Messiah. Thereupon, they brought an end to the Old Testament age, were ready to embark upon a new course to restore Canaan worldwide. John the Baptist harbored doubts towards Jesus. Even though he had testified him, he denied that he was Elijah. Even though he, in fact, came to following Elijah's mission, this not only blocked the Jewish people's path to Jesus, it even led them to oppose him. In effect, John left the position of Abel, depriving Jewish people of a central person with whom they could fulfill the indemnity conditions of the fallen nature. This blocked their way to complete the foundation of substance or the foundation for the Messiah. Consequently, the First World War course to restore Canaan was aborted. So, true mother was careful. She was walking on a tightrope. Really, she must stay on her role at this crucial providential timetable where she had to play the role as an John the Baptist. Perhaps. It's a assumption. It's just a reflection. My reflection is that she must have read this part, that making sure that whoever it is that John the Baptist stood in John the Baptist position in the past, whatever the mistakes that they made, she could not make the same mistakes. She tried not to, by reading this part, walking on a tightrope. For example, doubt towards Jesus, doubt toward the Lord's second coming. Even though he had testified to him, he denies that she was Elijah, even though he was in fact fulfilling Elijah's mission. So these things are very much interesting content. But anyway, thank you very much. Time's up already. So I just give you one quick question before I'm landing, is that anyway, we'll do it tomorrow. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and have a wonderful new year. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Shota. Again, Pennsylvania contributing to this great movement that we're a part of. And I was just very inspired, that Pastor Shota pointed out, True Mother is the fruit of the able Christians in Korea. And then at his last paragraph about doubt. What is the opposite of doubt? It's trust. So in America, our motto is, in God we trust. So let's not doubt, let's trust, and let's share in our breakout together. Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to ask Akimi Hirose to share with us this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Thank you, Pastor Shota, for the very deep insight. Never thought about True Mother herself also stand as a John the Baptist position and representing all Christianity and then testifying the Lord of the Second Advent. I never thought about that. And the kind of new insight and True Mother has to go through all the humanity and all the historical person and stand as a True Mother. And this is one of the process. And that time as a leader of the Women's Federation for World Peace. And that was very deep insight. And I learned a lot this morning. And as a mom, and if children listen to mom carefully, the mother want to speak a little bit more. So I felt we really need to listen to the mother, and to the mother can speak and share more things. I thought that this is my takeaway. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akimi-san. Let's hear it for all the mothers and their wonderful, victorious lives. Thank you. So with that, I'd like to pass the baton on to Pastor Takino in New Jersey to give us announcements and a closing prayer. Thank you.
Okay, it's Wednesday, January 1st, 2025. Yes, today is a new year with God and true parents. Happy New Year 2025, and this year is a blue snake. So I strongly recommend you to listen the True Mother's first message of the new year at midnight, blue snake. And this is actually an official motto they shared last night and this morning, midnight. The Creator, Heavenly Parent, we are entering the 13th year of Chonilguk, where we will be physically attending the Creator, Heavenly Parent. Blessed family all around the world are the chosen people who are aligned with true parents. Let us become the true children of Heavenly Parent. Many official translation will become soon by English translation, but please carefully one word by one word. This is the heart of True Mother of this year. And the Japanese 創造主天の父母様を実体として迎え、暮らす天一国13年、全世界祝福家庭たちは誠の父母と一つとなった先民として責任を果たす天一国の誠の子女となろう。And this morning, that we had a amazing midnight New Year prayer. 80 people, just exactly 80 people coming to the Chonshinwon, and 14 joining by Zoom. So this is actually the Holy Spirit there. And these people really chose to be there. I hope that we can multiply to come to Chonshinwon. Whole last night they talk about Chonshinwon. Why True Mother talk about Chonshinwon? Okay, and we are the chosen people. And we need we need our prayer for the in Yun, that's Toshi's wife. She's actually the stage 3 ovarian cancer. So they found out last Friday. So please pray for her and for Toshi and his family. Also, Mrs. Washida needs her gallbladder to be removed. We also need to pray for her. By the way, I was very strongly to feel the power of the prayer. This is why we come to hear the Chonshinwon, because of the power of the prayer in the Chonshinwon. So please join me prayer, representative of from New Jersey, Chonshinwon. Heavenly Parent, our true parents, (2024), whole 1 year, many amazing stories. Our blessed families, entire world, all our effort to offer to God and true parents. A new year started. True mother, begotten daughter. Nobody has such a concept of the begotten daughter on the human history. But as the begotten daughter, true mother, you have to say what you have to say, because truth must be revealed. And you promise to true Father and God to complete all his salvation history and start unshakable Chonilguk. Now is the era of Chonilguk. And true mother, you encourage us. You are my children. You are chosen people. And let's complete your responsibility as a chosen people. In Korea, why true mother, true father was born in Korea? How much God prepared Korea as a chosen people, as a chosen nation. That is one of the main agenda of this year, to show the world Korea is a chosen country. Father one time said, Korea is a homeland. Korea is a God's nation. Now, we really truly want to show to the world what is a God's dream, what is a true parent's dream. And God is a creator, heavenly parent. So all blessed families all around the world are the chosen people who are aligned with true parents. Let's attend to the true heavenly parents. Let's attend to the true parents. And we will continue to pray here at Chonshin on midnight, morning, evening. This is the headquarters of the spiritual world. True Father always be with here. God, we can hear the whispering voice of God in the Chonshin. If we truly hone our spirituality. Unfortunately, evil spirit still exists and blocking the way to listening to the God sometimes. Even my home, our home, it's not totally connecting to the true parents and God sometimes. That's why last gift True Mother gave us, that is a Chonshin. How much all brothers and sisters realize that. and second gen, third gen. We want to educate them. There is a spiritual world. We are the spiritual being. All spirits still exist even after we die on this earth. Missing point is the spiritual world. Even blessed families, how much we realize all good spirit with us, even bad spirit also with us. That's why we have to liberate all evil spirit from our body and totally create a absolutely good environment in my house, in my community, in the church. This is my first prayer of New Year, through Mother, Heavenly Parents. And we continue to come here to pray Chonshimon. It's not just pray. And we like to take action. And Reverend Dunkley really want us to focus January 19 in the national service. And this is actually beginning of the showcase of the Chonwon-gun entrance ceremony to the world. So let's support, let's unite with the Reverend Dunkley and the New Northeast region. Let's unite with the Pastor Naokimi. And let's unite all local pastors and the leaders team. Together, we can offer the amazing miracles from Northeast region, from each local church. I pray report this. My name, Katsushi Takino, Blessed Central Family.
But let's offer unison prayer.
Good morning, precious.
Quando
Most loving Heavenly
buong
Parent, we thank you so very much for this day.
2025.
To be in the
We are grateful for
parents
one
we get
a
the
new
all
year.
your love.
Thank you for allowing me
Just
to
protect them.
Yes,
Pray for the
just humble myself.
couples,
trust in us,
church and family,
parents.
leaders,
Trust in
brothers and
you.
sisters throughout the world.
Shall gain her.
Pray for all of us.
Parents
Guide us family all
The parents, I pray, Father, thank you for
made
today.
this restoration.
Children
Now,
Thank you for your love.
The unity of North and South is being greater Heavenly Parent.
the
True mothers, help us
here of China
please.
in every one of us, families,
And family
entered into the Chano sanctuary, for the chance to make a special grace bestowed by Judas. Victoriously reaffirm the comprehensive sovereignty and status of the realm of the nation and their parents. We pray for the unification of North and South Korea and local areas under national restoration. We pray for the safety and true towards restoring operating government and ownership.
wherever we go. Remember, we are
Kind of guide and be with Reverend David Dunkley,
for every day,
family,
touch relationship,
you, pray and ask our dear parents for guidance to get
God is looking for us. Pray that I come us to do. Father, we want to claim that we are true parents. It's hide all of our doubts, all of our feelings, and instead, trusting in ourselves, trusting in our and
Let's pray the same word to you. Dear Nancy, give us wisdom, heart, Jesus, that we can be perfectly prepared her and study students. If we can realize the next 6 years that we could not read the past 6 years, bless you. I should be serious about this regardless of our age. Bless the week of April 16th. Guide and
So have a wonderful day, everyone. Let's take the spirit of Chun Shimwan with us wherever we go into all those wonderful relationships that we're going to experience today. Have a wonderful day. God bless.
Happy New Year.
Bless you.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye. God bless you.
God bless you.
Dr. Green.
Thorough great day.
Saki, God bless